Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another edition of the Weekly Flash for June 23rd, 2026. We are into summer, and it feels like it out there. It's been hot the last couple days. Looks like it's going to cool down the weekend, though, and I'm looking forward to that. There is no weekly lunch meeting this week, so don't bother going to the pub unless you want to. And I just want to give a shout out to Crystal and Marissa from Squamish Climate Action Network from last week. They gave a really good, really engaging presentation. I think all of us were pretty enthralled and amazed, really honest, like with all the work they do. It's crazy how many meals they have, tens of thousands of meals just this year alone. They work with hundreds of kids, school lunch program, etc. So yeah, big thank you to the Climate Action, Squamish Climate Action Network. We have supported them in the past, and I'm sure we will again in the future. Also, a big thank you to Carl, who made a generous donation to their lunch program, which is foundational to kids learning. And yeah, absolutely incredible work that they do there, and a really great presentation. Crystal and Marissa were fun and engaging, and we all had a good time. So if you didn't show up, you missed out. For this week, we do not have a meeting, but we do have our installation. Well, it's not a dinner, but it's a wine and cheese with charcuterie, and there will be seating. And of course, we will be presenting our new board for the next coming year, including myself as president. And also, we'll be going over our accomplishments from this year past, our highs and lows. So if you haven't already reached out to confirm, please do. I know there's a limited amount of seating, so I think Kyla has sent out an email on this. If you can attend, let her know. We've already got a pretty full list, so the sooner the better. That'd be great. Of course, so we do have a lot of other things coming up. Let's see, well, July 1st, of course, Canada Day. We've been requested to help out there. We have our tent set up, so we need somebody to sit at the tent and talk all things Rotary. Plus, they want some volunteers for various activities. It's all FIFA related this year, so yeah, I don't know what that means, but there'll be soccer stuff, I'd imagine, and there's some money that goes towards it, so it should be a good one this year. I remember last time the government threw some money around for Canada Day. I think it was our 150th, and that was a lot of fun. So anyway, that will be, of course, July 1st, which is, I think, next Wednesday. And then we've got Kicks for Kids coming up after that. The date's in the email. Sorry, I don't have it written down. I'm just question mark. That's not overly useful. And then, of course, we have the barbecue on the 1st and 2nd. And I'll be sending out a big notice for our volunteers. We don't need the early morning crew anymore because we don't have the fire lighting and all the cooking. That'll be done ahead of time. But we will need, it'll be run a little bit differently, but actually quite similar to normal. We will be bringing in the meat already cooked, so we'll need to slice it, reheat it on a grill, so we'll need some grillers, which we haven't needed in the past. And then that meat will go in and be made into sandwiches similar to before. So if you can help out, please do. Don't go anywhere on the August long weekend because we need you. We also could use anybody else you can throw our way because it's always a busy event. I will be sending out something shortly because I got to get that going. So you'll be hearing from me in the near future on that one. And just a little bit of an update. Like I said, I'm the incoming president, and so as such, I have to come in with some ideas. And for me, a big push, I think, this year, this is a push for all clubs really, is membership. And membership really means engagement. So I want to make this club work for everybody. So if you're listening to this and you can't make too many meetings, hopefully it's for you. So we're going to keep a similar schedule. We're going to have 2 lunch meetings a week, but we're going to add to that. So in between those 2 lunch meetings, there will be an evening online meeting. So if you can't show up to lunch meetings or you can't even attend online, which isn't quite the same experience anyway, there will be that opportunity on Tuesday nights. I think 7 to 8 is the time I'm going for. I'll get that schedule out soon. It should be on the club calendar right now, though. 7 to 8. So that'd be great if those of you who can't do those lunch meetings can join in, because we need to get you all engaged in what we're doing. And it is a bit experimental, so I'm not too sure how the format will go. It will be run like a normal meeting, but other than that, we'll have presenters, that sort of thing, but it'd be kind of seeing how it works as we go. But I'd really appreciate it if you are one of those that just can't make those meetings, if you can take that time and show up for the online meeting. Some people don't like online meetings. I'm not one of those people. I enjoy them. So I'd hope to see as many of you as I can there, especially those faces I don't see at the lunch meetings, because that's important. We'll also be having more socials. Plan is to have one a month. But this might be anything from just going out and watching a hockey game together to something a little bit more planned. The first one in July, I haven't quite scheduled, but near the end of July, it'll be a kind of work social, and that'll be to get the barbecue hut functional for this year's event. So that'll probably be the weekend before the August long weekend. So if you can set some time aside for that, I probably will plan it on a Sunday, but that planning hasn't happened yet. But keep that in mind because that'll be, it is a good social event. We do a lot of cleaning. We have a lot of fun. We'll make sure we've got some food, drinks. So that will be our first social event. But other than that, we'll probably do things more like I said, maybe a hockey game, maybe trivia night. Maybe something else that we can do some fundraising with. We've done bingo in the past. It was a lot of fun. So throw me your ideas. I'd love to know what you'd like to do because this is a club for all of us, not just me. Otherwise, it'd be trivia night every month, and that's what we do because I love trivia. But this isn't all about me. It's all about all of us, and it's about getting us all together for fellowship and engagement, and some business. Whenever you're hanging out with fellow Rotarians, ideas come up, and that's what we need. We need more engagement and ideas and just everybody feeling like, they're a big part of this club so that we can do as much good as we can here in Squamish and all over the world. All right, that is it for me. Ciao for now and have a productive week.